Why do we feel grief and sorrow? As well as being spiritual beings, we're also emotional beings, and this causes us to form attachments with things, with animals, with people, with objects, with books. When we lose something that we're really attached to, we initially go into some kind of a searching phase. If it's a physical item, we'll physically be searching for these things. We'll go around the house, we'll go in the car until we find what we're looking for. But if it's a lifestyle that we've lost, something's changed, that's very difficult. And we tend to kind of find ways of filling our time. We feel very confused, we feel very disorientated, and we try to form some kind of a new structure and a new routine. But if it's a person that we've lost and we're searching for them, what we tend to do is we tend to search in our mind, and we go into the past and we try to bring that person from our mind into our present. And that doesn't really work, because you can't bring somebody from your mind into physical presence. What it ends up doing is making you feel more and more confused, because you're revisiting memories repeatedly. You're revisiting questions repeatedly in your mind, and that makes you feel more sad and more confused. So what can we do? We tend to want to find answers. We have all these questions. What happened? What could I have done? How could this have been avoided? Something's clearly missing when somebody's lost. It's a big piece, a big chunk in our life. And what do? How do we deal with this? Most things that we do in life, we kind of learn from making mistakes. Those mistakes give us some level of experience. So then why do we expect that we're just going to be able to manage grief? We don't have experience in grief. We need to understand that grief is normal. Feeling sad is normal. Feeling low is normal. We need to be able to communicate our feelings to people. We need to maybe be able to find friends that we can speak to, professionals that we can speak to. We can even speak to Allah and the Imams, but we need to ensure we communicate. What we can do is also write our feelings on a piece of paper. If we can't deal with them there and then, that's fine. Get a blank piece of paper and write everything that you're feeling. That way you don't lose your feelings, you don't ignore them. Because what happens when we ignore our feelings is they just come back stronger. Like when we speak to a child and we tell them, no, you can't have this, or you can't do this. What do? They come back even stronger. And that's the same with our feelings. Sometimes we feel guilty. We feel that, we've not done enough. But why do we feel guilty? What we're doing is just punishing ourselves. In fact, what guilt is just us thinking about ourselves. The loss is not within us. The loss is within the situation. We don't have control over situations that are outside of us. The only control we have is over our feelings. So we need to ensure that we try not to take in negative feelings such as guilt, because the situation we cannot change.